I'm no one in particular. I don't consider myself to be super smart or knowledgeable about certain things. I don't even consider myself to have a very divided stance on many things either. I just have a very strong moral compass, I feel. But when you hear about certain things, you need to make a statement. I know a lot of people won't even watch this. A lot of people won't even hear me. But the scale at which we all kill ourselves is frightful. Many lives were lost in Las Vegas, and even more lives have been destroyed. And we have no one to blame but ourselves. Between greed, selfishness, nihilism, I can't pretend to know what was going through that man's mind, what he felt in his heart, and we never will. But we don't have to know what he was doing, or why he did it, or what he felt, to see the damage it had done. And we know it won't change. It needs to. But the same greed and selfishness that led us here is going to keep us here. But all people need to do is look at pictures of these families that were destroyed, of these lives that were snuffed out in an instant because of some madman's agenda, his own personal desires to see the world burn. And we can see what we have to do. If only so many people weren't so blind. Regardless of where you stand politically, regardless of where you stand morally, I challenge you to look at the destruction caused here. How many people will never be the same? How many people no longer exist? How many dreams ended that night? Last night, when all these people wanted to do was enjoy a moment, and that same moment ended their lives. It was terrorism. Those people and many others were never want to share that moment ever again. Those people will never feel like they can have that moment ever again. They were worth friends and family, and I'm sure they couldn't have felt safer. Consider more than just politics when you look at these things. When you look at all of these. Fuck the politics. Those people are never coming back. Regardless of what side he was on, whether he was a Democrat or Republican when he fired those shots, whoever died is still dead. It doesn't change the fact. Stop calling out his race. Stop calling out his politics. Stop calling out literally everything to try to justify your own view on how a situation should have played out. Oh, if he wasn't this, shut the fuck up. You have no place saying whether or not you know things would have been different. Because they're not. People have lost friends, family, children, parents. They're dead. And no one gave a fuck at that moment whether the shooter was Republican or Democrat or atheist or Muslim or colored or not. Shut up. Laws need to change. And that's not politics. That's because I will one day want to take my own family somewhere. And it's not safe. Because of things like this happening. But our own greed and our own selfishness will drive nothing. Will mean nothing. Those lives ended prematurely. They'll never realize any dream they've ever had ever again. And even those who lived, I guarantee you some of them lost some of their own dreams last night. For just one day. Or maybe for a long while. Stop looking at the politics. Stop looking for your own self-righteous vindication. Stop looking for so many things to make yourself feel better when hundreds of people will never be able to live in peace again. Help them instead. If you can't donate money or blood, donate your thoughts. Donate your support. Donate a hand on a shoulder. And not just to the victims, to the people around you. For just one moment, don't look at somebody's skin color or their political alignment or any stupid thing we as a race or species or anything use to divide ourselves. It's the human race, not the black race or the Asian race or the Muslim race. It is the human race. And all of us were harmed. And all of us will continue to harm. So for one moment, for every moment you can, I don't care if you're racist or not, put a hand on a shoulder of a stranger and say that you're with them, that we are together. Let's show this world and whatever God is looking, though it's doubtful any are. Let's show this universe that we're not going to be the end of ourselves. Stop dividing us. Bring us together instead.